Hello students, welcome to my channel. So I hope you're doing well, right? And today I'm back with the second part of the communication skills that I've started, and please watch my video of communication skills part 1, and this is the part 2. Before that, I hope you are preparing well for the board examinations because it's approaching very fast, it's knocking at the door, right? So it's on the way. Be prepared, bring confidence in you, okay, and everything will be well. So this video will be a bit fast, right? Since this chapter and the next two chapters, self management, stress, all those, it does not carry that much weightage. I'll be doing the detailing on the introduction of the AI and the second part, that is the project cycle, right? So this video will be a bit faster since you know all these things, these wordings, this chapter is known to you, it's already done in some way or the other, some chapters in other subjects, okay, and in real life also. Okay, this is basically, today's class is basically on the real life based. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, that communication process. In the previous class, in the previous part, I have discussed that how the communications should be done and how many kinds of communications are there. Okay, you can watch my video to know about that. So that we have learned that what is communication, how we should do, how many various types of communications are there. Now it's time that how communication process carries on, right? What is the function behind the communication process? So before that, do subscribe my channel so that you get my videos on time. And since I'm focusing on the class 10, don't miss my video, right? Okay. So I start the lecture. First is, as you can see, it's source, right? Source written means from where the message is being generated. From where the message is generated, right? The source of the message. Okay, so that is the source. Next we come to encoding, means how you want the message to be sent. Okay, the way how you write the message. Then is the channel part, through which you are going to send the message. What is the channel, or what is the media through which you want to send the message? Okay, next, when the receiver gets that message, it decodes it, the message gets decoded, and then it goes to the receiver part. Okay, then receiver gives the feedback to the source. So suppose I'm the sender, right? Source or sender. So I am sending message. I have encoded it in this format. Okay, how I have written on the board. This is the format how I have encoded the message. Next, I am sending you through this channel, through internet, through YouTube, right? I'm sharing this video through the YouTube. So this message is being encoded through a channel I have also mentioned, and then it's decoded, and after that receiver gets it. Without decoding, the receiver will not understand what I have written. It first has to be decoded, right? Then the receiver gives the feedback to me that yes, I have received the message, like this. So this is the total process. So decoding, we can say it is the interpretation of the received message. Okay, it is the interpretation, means the message which is being given, it is just the interpretation. Now, time is not an element of communication. Time, you might get this question, it is not an element of communication. These are the elements. Okay, source, encoding, message, channel, decoding, receiver, message. These are the elements that are necessary for a proper, complete communication. These are what elements? What I said? These are what elements. So these elements are the necessity to complete the communication, right? Even the feedback also. Okay, but time, you will see in MCQs. Okay, time is not an element for completing the communication. Communication के लिए time ये एक correct element नहीं है. Okay, so we move on to the next part, that is the feedback. So yes, feedback, as I have said, that when the receiver receives the message, he or she gives a feedback to the sender, that whether you have received it or not. Or today, nowadays, online shopping you are doing. Okay, so sender is sending you one parcel, you are the receiver, then you give a feedback, right? Whether it's good or what is the problem, whether the delivery boy came at the right time or not. So these are the feedbacks. Various types of feedbacks are there in various field, not only in that online shopping but also in every other field, right? So as I will want a feedback that how I am doing, right? So I want a feedback also from you, that do you want any more from me? Okay, so that will be that you will get received. Now this is the feedback, positive and negative feedback. So positive feedback means that I am giving a positive feedback. You people are giving me that, ma'am, yes, it's a good one. No need of any more explanations. What you are doing, it's correct. Okay, so will these are the what positive feedbacks means. You don't want that how I am teaching you, it's perfect. You don't want any modifications. Now if you want any modifications, that's what negative feedback. Not for me, but the term says negative feedback. Okay, negative feedback means that you want some improvement in the video. Okay, you want some more explanations, or you want the more topics to be covered, right? More subjects topics should be covered. So that's what negative feedback. So this is what changes are not needed, and here changes are needed. So next we move on to other type of feedback, that is non-specific and specific. What? Non-specific and specific. Non-specific and specific. So non-specific means, or you can say it as general feedback. See, though the weightage is less, but still you should know everything, right? Because some questions it might come in the AI introduction part or the project cycle part, you might not know. So these will help you. Okay, so non-specific means that you said that your overall video is good. Okay, you have ordered some food, you are saying that dress is good. Okay, so that is what non-specific. You are not specifically saying it, that in what way it is good. You said that dress is good. Okay, the dress which you have ordered in some shopping apps, so that dress came and you gave the feedback, it's good. Now that is what specific or general. Now if I say about specific, means you have to be, as the name suggests, you have to be specific. Means you are saying the dress is good by quality, the color of the dress is good. You are specifically saying the characteristics of the dress. That is what specific. Now we move on to the another kind of feedback, that is descriptive, which is very rare. Very rare. We say it in specific time, not always. कभी कभी बोलते हैं. Okay, descriptive feedback means that you are describing in full words that what the change means, what is the default in the product. Okay, what is the negativity in the product, and then you're suggesting also that you can do it in this manner, you can do it in that manner. So that is what descriptive. मतलब क्या, आप बोल तो रहे हैं कि ये है, कि ये वाला नहीं है, इसमें ये वाला फॉल्ट है, वो वाला फॉल्ट है, पर उसके ऊपर आप ये भी सजेशंस भी दे रहे हैं कि आपको ऐसा करना चाहिए, आपको वैसा करना चाहिए. सो दैट इज व्हाट डिस्क्रिप्टिव फीडबैक. ओके, सो फीडबैक completes the communication process. You understand this? That feedback completes the communication process. Okay, next we move on to the characteristics of good feedback. So the characteristics of good feedback is on the board multidimensional, means not only one in one aspect you are saying it in different aspects. So that is what multidimensional. Next is non-evaluative, means what? Non-evaluative, you are evaluating. Non-evaluative means what? That don't take it personally, right? Non means you are not evaluating it. It has to be given. Feedback, it has to be given. It's not that who has given it or why he has given it. Not that. Okay, that is what non-evaluative. And next is supportive. You should give the feedback according to the product, right? Not some other products you have to give feedback, that's why you're giving it anything. Okay, don't give anything, be to the point. And timely, most important, timely, because you're eating some food or you have got some product now and you're giving the feedback 2 years after. That is not a correct thing, right? Give it now so that they can improve it. Okay, so time thing is very important. Next, so here on the screen you can see the importance of feedback. Why the feedback is important? Because it brings self actualization. That means what? It brings in you a morality. Okay, it brings a creativity in you. Okay, means you are making, if someone gives you feedback, you are working on that, you are researching on that, that how to make it more attractive. So it's your creativity. Next is acceptance, means you will be able to accept that this feedback, nobody takes it in positive way, right? There are various people that feedback they don't take it in a positive way, कि क्या इतना अच्छा बना दिए फिर भी ऐसे नेगेटिव फीडबैक मिल रहा है. ओके, सो एक्सेप्टेंस ग्रो करते हैं आपको कि हमेशा सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता. ओके, everything has to be accepted in this world. Next is self-esteem, means it will build in you the achievement, confidence, respect for others. This is what self-esteem. And sense of connection means, when you are taking the feedback in a positive way, a love relation comes over, right? Next is social stability, means socially you can become stable, you can walk on your own, you don't have to be guided by others, you can do on your own whatever you want to do because you know how to handle it, right? Okay, now we move on to the next topic, that is communication barriers. So this will be a quick one. Okay, so on the screen you can see the types of communication barriers. First one is physical barrier. Now if someone is physically challenged, barrier means what? Communication barrier, before that we want to say that barrier means while communicating, sometimes you can see when you are doing the online classes your net is disturbing. Okay, your neighbor somebody is shouting a lot, a baby is crying, and you are not able to concentrate to what ma'am is saying or sir is saying. Okay, so that is what barriers means, stop in whatever you are doing. Okay, so first one is physical barriers. As I have said that there may be physical barriers. Okay, there may be a huge walls constructed in front of you by the societies, so you have to overcome that and do whatever you want to do, however you want to communicate. Okay, so you can do it by, if there are some physical barriers, you can set up rules, you can be open to all, don't be confined within yourself, open to all. Okay, approach yourself, then only everything will be fine. Next we move on to the next one, that is cultural barriers. Means suppose you are communicating but you belong to a different culture and the other person belong to some different culture. Okay, both are from different cultures. So that differs. What your taste will be different, your clothing sense will be different, everything will be different. In that, what you will do, you will leave the you will leave the communication and go? No. What you will do, you create your own impressions, you try to understand. Okay, don't leave the communication and go because of cultural differences. Don't do this. Next is language or linguistic. We often say this language as linguistic also. Suppose someone is not able to communicate with you through language, or there is some language difference. Okay, you are speaking in some other language, and your with whom you are communicating, he or she is speaking in some other language. So what you will do, again you will leave the communication and go? No, you will not do that. Okay, do some gestures, your demonstrations, demonstrate it. Some you show some visuals. Non-verbal communication you can do. Okay, in this case, non-verbal communication is the best, or visual communication. Okay, next we move to perceptual. Now perception, you know na, that okay, today I will not go to school, there are no such classes, and ma'am, the history teacher or the some other teachers, okay, AI teacher, it will be a very boring lecture, so I will not go. So why you will not go? Go. How to overcome these perceptual barriers? How you will overcome? Bring your points. Ask questions. Then your audience will also be excited and you will also be excited. Right? So give your questions to the audience. Ask questions. Engage yourself. Okay, whatever it is, whatever the meeting is very boring, the class is very boring, you can always engage yourselves by asking questions, by asking inquiries, and they will clear it. Okay, and the last one is emotional. Many barriers are there. This is the last one, emotional barrier. So emotional barrier means what? That emotions and communications are closely related. So you should not say something to others which will emotionally hurt them, and then communication will be broken. So emotions, you should control it. You should know when to walk away from the communication, you should know when to talk to a person. So this is what emotions, right? So these are the barriers which you should note it down. My notes will be provided, from that you will get everything. Okay, next we move on to the last topic in this part 2, that is 7 C's of effective communication. Now we have seen how many types of communications are there, barriers we have seen. Now we should see what, that how to do a effective communication. First is complete. You should provide complete information, so that there should be no confusion. It can avoid confusion. So complete is the very important part. Next is concise, means a short one, a short message you are giving, which saves your time and the others' time also, and it promotes understanding. See, I have not written the definitions of each. So this is what concise. I have not written the detailing, but you are understanding through my audio, right? So next is considerate. Considerate means it promotes good relation. Considerate message, if you are going, if you are giving, then it will be a good relations between the two communicators. Okay, next you should be clear on whatever you are saying, and concrete also. Concrete means what? It prevents misinterpretation. If you give a concrete message, there will be no misinterpretation. Give a complete message, so that there should not be any misunderstandings. Next is courteous. Courteous means what? It develops good relations. Again, give a courteous message, well, so that it can develop good relations. And a correct message. Correct message always develops trust. Trust is important, otherwise nobody will trust you. Do you want that? No, right? So these are the 7 C's of effective communication. Okay, so this is all about the first chapter that I have covered in this part 2. I will suggest that please go through this, because there are some questions in the sample paper that belongs to these barriers. Today's class, Today's class is this part is very important, and the part 1 also. Don't ignore it because the weightage is less. Okay, never ignore it. Right? So here I end up. All the best for your board examinations. Do subscribe my channel to get more videos and MCQs. Okay? Stay safe guys, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.